Heinz. Next question. I think he wants to like the kiss John Barrowman, then I was going to throw the microphone at you. He's great. He's like the dad of the set. Like Kate, I was really nervous when I first started in season 1, and he instantly makes you feel at ease. He cares about everyone. There's that story about the sausage dog that broke its back. Yeah. Yeah. One of the runners on the show had a sausage dog that fell down the stairs and broke its back, and he was going to have it put down, and then John just paid for all the bills so this little dog could have little wheels on his back legs, so he could. And he's lovely like that. He looks after everyone. He makes sure everyone's being treated fairly, and yeah, I miss him sometimes. We should sing all the time. Good morning, John. Yeah. Torchwood the musical could be fun.
Oh Jesus! Don't leave it as a joke,
Buffy's done it. It's never gonna happen.
No.
Never say never. Next question, please. Pink-haired lady. Oh, there's so many. Who pulled the best prank on set? There was a picture. Remember the picture of Warwick Davis? No, John kept putting in into the stopwatch and things like that. Because Byrne knows Warwick Davis. He brought in this picture. He had a convention with Warwick Davis and a few others, and John loved the picture, so he actually cut out a picture of Warwick and put it in all the props. So I get a stopwatch, and in the middle of the scene I look, and there's Warwick Davis smiling, waving at me. That's one that I can remember. Can you think of any?
No, I wasn't there, but do you know that in the dead body scene, when in Children of Earth, when they're looking at all the body bags, and I think when he was looking over John's, and on the first take, she zipped up in the body bag, and he'd drawn a big handlebar moustache on. Was it? No?
It was a prop moustache. It was a huge moustache. So she was all emotional. She came down. It was my last day, so it was all quite emotional. And she pulled back the cover of John Barrowman. He was just there smiling with this huge handlebar moustache. That was a funny one. Yeah, I forgot that. Do we have another question? Girl with hand.
How would I describe Reese and Andy's special relationship?
Yeah, I think, Andy is very much, infatuated and got a big schoolboy crush on Gwen. Reese has Gwen and, is married to Gwen. Reese has got the upper hand in him, really, because, he's got the girl and Tom has, and Andy hasn't. So they've got a special relationship like that, and I think Reese has got a bit of a soft spot for him because I think he sees him a bit of a fool. I think that's the only sort of status that Reese can have in the whole series, I think, because otherwise, he's the lowest status. But when he's around Andy, he feels a little bit more important, a little bit more status. But as in real life, I can't stand Tom Price at all. So.
Twice, isn't it? Stop swearing. So I'm used to swearing at conventions, and there's children here. Sorry, Amy.
He's not a nice guy at all.
No, he's not. He's arrogant. He's unfunny. Yeah. I've seen him stand up. Awful.
He's not a nice man.
He's not a nice man. I wouldn't welcome him again. Would you? No. Is there anyone that you'd like to libel, Katie?
You guys are just...
Is there anyone that you'd like to libel or say nasty things about?
Just Tom. No, he's very funny. He's a stand-up as well. He's a very funny guy.
Next. Do we have another question? Yeah.
Is Reese worried about Jack and Gwen? I think Reese is always a little bit worried about Jack because I think he sees him, even though Reese is very much like a heterosexual bloke, he undeniably good looking and charismatic and very much sort of like the superhero. But I think what Reese sees as the series has gone on is that at the end of the day, Jack really does look after Gwen. He'll do anything to keep Gwen safe, and that gives Rhys a lot of comfort. Rhys wants Gwen safe, Jack wants Gwen safe. Gwen is in kind of, in the middle of these two guys who will do anything for her, really. And as the series goes on, I think there's massive respect from Rhys for Jack. I'm not too sure Jack. I think Jack still sees Rhys as a bit of a buffoon, but he knows that that Rhys takes good care of Gwen, I think.
Lady with hand in blue and back. Is it true you use rubber bricks on set?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
That scene where Johnny throws the bricks. No, they were real bricks. I think the one he throws at the car was rubber, but majority of them were real hard, terracotta bricks. Builders bricks, massive builders bricks.
Have you had any injuries working on the show?
Pardon?
Any injuries? Have you been injured at all doing anything on the show?
John gets injured a lot, actually, doesn't he? I know, for somebody who, dances on ice, he got injured quite a lot. I remember the first series he fell down the gap. Yeah. He really hurt his back in season 2, and season 3, he did some season...
A couple of days filming up in it wasn't his back.
Yeah. I think he throws himself into everything so passionately. I think a lot of the time it ends in an injury. Have I been injured? No.
Eve got poorly with the scene where
the scene where Yanso drags the sort of brick forward in season 3, where he saves sort of Jack and breaks that cell. Gwen and Rhys had to run through that dust there. Gwen and Eve inhaled quite a lot of the dust and the smoke, and actually went to casualty because it affected her breathing. So that wasn't very nice.
Wow.
Are you scar-free, Katie?
The emotional scars.
The scene where the soldiers come and grapple the kids off us, it was freezing.
That was hot. Oh.
And I was thrown into not that I'm grumbling, but I was thrown into the mud a lot that day, and it was very cold. So more mental scars than physical.
Torment.
Yeah.